everyone and welcome to my first Q&A video. I am so excited to answer all your questions. The video shall consist of 4 parts. The first part is questions about me, the second part about traveling, the third part about photography, and the fourth part about blogging. So let's start! The first question that I got was from Soulstormer. That question was, do I have any popular nicknames? Well, actually I do. Probably the biggest one and the cutest one is Auntie Jojo. As you probably know, my real name is Joëlle. And my niece and my nephew, they are 2 and 5 years old. They call me Auntie Jojo. So there are friends that call me Jojo, Jo, or Jewel. My brother-in-law calls me Jewel. Actually he calls me Joëlle, but we are Dutch speaking, so it means Jewel. Pokuri Harsha asked me, are you single? I get that question all the time. Yes, I am single. It's just because I just didn't meet the right guy yet. I have no other explanation. So if you are a like-minded spirit, if you like traveling, if you are cute, if you are intelligent, if you have a lot of humor, yeah, just let me know in the comments. Maybe we can hang out. Next question came from Manamerzat. Manamerzat, how old are you? Well, actually, it is very rude to ask a lady how old she is. I can only say, let me know in the comments how old you think I am, because that always makes me smile. So just let me know in the comments down below how old you think I am, and maybe one day I will reveal. And now we shall continue with the travel questions. The first travel question I received was from El Pianosi. And this person asked, are you planning a trip back to the Azores? I would love to see more of the islands, especially Flores. Well, I am not currently planning any trip to the Azores. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, but I have a lot of content about the Azores and also about Flores on my blog, on my YouTube. So I suggest to just check those articles and videos out. And I'm definitely planning to go back, but not in the near future yet. ABCN Vanessa asked, risk to eat raw veggies in Morocco. So I guess you want to know if it is okay to eat raw veggies in Morocco. I have to admit, I don't think I really ate that much raw veggies in Morocco, because I ate a lot of tagines, and in the morning there were just pancakes all over the place because I love pancakes. So no, I didn't really eat raw veggies in Morocco, but I think it is just fine if you go to like restaurants where a lot of other tourists go and where you see a lot of people eating. I think it will be just fine. Time Breathing is asking me, what is your favorite place until now? Well, I always think that is a very hard question to answer, because I have never been to a country that I didn't like. Every country has its good sides and less good sides, but I never been to a country that I actually like hated. So my favorites are probably Iceland. I love Portugal because I love the Azores and Madeira, because I had some amazing adventures there. I love the Bali feeling, like the whole Zen vibe. Italy will always be my second home, because I went there as a teenager and I can speak the language. I love the people, I love the food, I love the history, I love the culture, I love everything about Italy. Yeah, there's just too many places that I really love, so I don't have like one favorite, but yeah, I think those countries are probably my most favorite. Erika Castro asked, have you ever been to Malta, or do you wish to go there? I haven't been to Malta yet, but I really want to go there. I didn't make any plans yet for next year. I have some ideas where I want to go next year, but I haven't like booked it yet, but maybe I go to Malta next year. We'll see. So Fitri Dimitri wants to know where I am in this picture. Well, Dimitri, I am at Fez, and it is one of the doors of the mosque. And now let's continue with the questions about photography. Time Breathing, he's becoming a new fan of me because he asks quite some questions and he sends me a lot of messages, so thank you for that. Time Breathing is asking, your photos are distinguished, eye-catching, did you take training or are you just super talented? Well, thank you for the compliment, first of all. Second, I never did any training. I did read a lot about the technical aspects of photography. So the only thing I can say is you have to practice a lot. I think framing depends a lot on how you personally look at things. I like to take pictures of landscapes and, I don't know, buildings, monuments, and I always think about where am I going to place myself in the picture, and yeah, then I'm just frame the picture, set the camera up and go stand in that place and take the picture. It sounds very easy because I know not everyone is good at framing. When I ask to take photos of me to other people, then often I get the worst pictures. That's why I always take my pictures with a tripod. But yeah, maybe I am talented. I don't know, but thank you for saying that. Dude Abidesxur or something asks, do you set up a tripod, camera, remote for shots of yourself? Yes, I do, and I already made a video of it to show how I take pictures, so I shall put it in the link below this video. I always use a tripod and a camera. I have different cameras. Sometimes I use a remote control, sometimes I just set up the self-timer function where you can take 10 pictures in a row. And then I just pose and I do it like 5 times in a row, so I have like 50 options to choose from. I never ask, or I really try to avoid to ask other people to take my picture because they are usually very bad at it. And I always give instructions like, I want this framing and I shall stand there, so please take pictures like that. And still they like change the framing and it becomes terrible. So yes, that's how I take my pictures. Then Arlene RC asks, how do you take such beautiful pictures by yourself? Okay, so that's the same question. I just answered it before. Serendipity asks, what gadgets do you use to make videos and capturing pictures? Well, I have a tripod, I have a monopod, I have a GoPro, I have a Canon 77D, I have a Canon M100, a Canon G7X, and sometimes I use a remote control. I think those are all the things that I take with me on a trip. And that's quite enough, honestly. And now the blogging questions. Anna Fituana or something asked me, how do you start to be travel influencer? Please tell me your story. How did I start being a travel blogger? Well, first of all, I always loved traveling. I always loved taking pictures, making videos. I studied TV journalism, so that's how I learned that part. I always was good at writing as well, so at a certain moment I just decided to create a website where people that kept asking me, where did you go, how did you find that place, where did you take that picture, so all those people could find the answers on that website. I had no idea how to start. I just looked it all up on Google. I found out that there was a thing that was called WordPress, so I decided to use your WordPress to start my website. I found out about hosting services, and honestly, when I started to like create the website and trying to put it online, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like following instructions that I found via Google, and you can't believe how I felt when I saw that the website was actually online and everything was working. That was the first big accomplishment, I think, for my blog, to put it online and get it out there. And then it just, yeah, then you just have to create content. So I just started to write about previous trips, and then I started to travel even more, took more pictures, and I just, yeah, it's just about doing it. You just have to get a website, start articles, take pictures, maybe even start a YouTube channel like I did. And that's how I started my travel blog. And later on I learned more about SEO, that's search engine optimization. And that's how you get people to your website. So there are a lot of articles right now that are #1 in the Google page ranking, because I chose like certain keywords that are very popular, and yeah, I just score high with them, and that's how you gain audience to your website. So that's how I started being a travel blogger. I hope that answers your question. If you have more questions, just let me know in the comments down below and I will answer them in the next video. And then it is time for the last question about blogging, and it is a very good one. It came from The Awkward Traveler, and she asked, what do you think is the main reason you get traffic to your blog? Like I already explained, search engine optimization. If you are good at SEO, you get a lot of articles that will rank in the top 3 on Google, and those are the links that people click on the most. So if you are able to get in the top 3 ranking of Google, you get a lot of traffic to your blog. So that is definitely reason #1 and the way how I get the most traffic to my blog. Then the second one is social media links. If you link your article, your blog post on Facebook, on Instagram stories, in your video descriptions on YouTube, you will get more traffic to your blog as well. I always put links in the video descriptions of my YouTube, because I know if people are watching the video, they will also be interested to find out more about that destination, and they will click on the link in the description. So that is also a way. Okay, what I also did, and that is then via Instagram, I did some giveaways. I think it was in late 2017, early 2018 I did some, because then you gain a lot of followers on Instagram. There are people that unfollow you back after the competition is done, but actually there were a lot of people that stayed, so it gained me like 500 to 1,000 followers each time. And yeah, that gains also a lot of traffic to your blog, because if people are interested in your Instagram, they click the link in your profile and they will visit your blog. So if they like your blog, they will come back. So that's another way. Something that gained me a lot of followers and that reached a very wide audience was collaborating with a huge platform. And by that I mean platforms such as Matador Network. I don't know if you ever heard about them. I am pretty sure you did if you like traveling, because they have a following of almost 2 million people on Facebook alone. So they also have a big following on Instagram. One day they contacted me through email because they saw my video about Krka in Croatia. I made about a 10-minute vlog about that destination. They saw the video, they liked it, and they asked if they could use video footage of that video, and in return I could choose to get paid or either get credited in the video description. I decided to get the credits because they offered me money, but I was thinking they have a reach of about 2 million people. If 2 million people are able to see World Wanderista's name, then this can get me way more than just the amount that they offered me, which was also quite nice. So I decided that they should credit me. I sent them the raw footage, and then a few weeks later they published the video on their Facebook page, and I discovered that they only used the footage of me in a bikini. And at first I was very angry. I was so mad because I was like, okay, I made a 10-minute video about this destination with so many images, and that is the only thing that they put in the video. My images of me in my bikini at the waterfalls were accompanied by some fantastic footage of someone who made videos with a drone. But apparently this person chose to get the money because he didn't get any credit. So because I don't know if the video was successful because of the drone footage or because of me in the bikini. I think it was because of the drone footage, not me in the bikini. But anyway, it's not important because it gained so many followers, and it just gave me so many traffic to my blog. It was ridiculous. As soon as it got published, I wrote it down. It got shared. Wait a minute. So they have a following on Facebook of about 2 million people, and the video almost reached 500,000 views on Facebook alone, because it also got published on Instagram, where there were also a lot of views. And the Facebook video got shared 4,000 times. Now, that video got shared over 4,000 times on the Matador Network Facebook page. So that means that it got reshared and it got reshared, and I gained so many followers on Instagram, so many followers on my Facebook, and so many new visitors on my website. It was ridiculous that time. I think I got, each day it was like 500 to 1,000 people that just follow me on Instagram, that visited my website. And yeah, my Facebook followers, they also went up. And at that point I wasn't mad anymore of them just choosing pictures of me in my bikini, because I was like, okay, if this is what I'm gaining with this, that is totally fine. Of course the effect goes down fast, because like these videos, they get reshared a lot in the beginning and then it just dies a little. I don't know how you would say it differently, but yeah, that's how I got a lot of followers. And yeah, then there's also number 5, and that is the option to just start a video platform. If you have a blog, you can write and you can put pictures in it, but video content is also something that gets shared way more. It's proven because of the 4th part where I explained about working together with like huge platforms with a video. But also on my YouTube, I have some videos that have like 400,000 views, 200,000 views. They're still rising sky high. They are also ranking in the top 5 videos on YouTube, because on YouTube there's also SEO that you need to use, or that you need to implement to get your videos on top of the page. But I have some videos that really get me a lot of traffic on the blog as well, because I think the most recent one was my video about how I make solo travel photos. At a certain point, I saw my Instagram raising again. And I was like, this is not normal, because those people were all Asian people. I was like, what is happening? And I think it was like 500 people, I don't know anymore. But I went looking for my picture to be shared on Facebook, or I don't know where, because it's very hard to see if an Instagram picture gets shared. Didn't find anything on Facebook, because then I just I typed in Wanderista and there was nothing in the search results that really could prove that it came from an Instagram photo or link or something. And then a few days later, I was checking my my YouTube statistics, and I saw that my solo travel photography video was shared on an Asian website, and it got so many views. It was crazy, because I don't know how many views does that video have right now, but it's like 10,000 of views already. But that is because it got shared by an Asian dude. Oh, here it is. How to take my own. Well, hello everyone. Oops, sorry. Okay, now it has about 11,000 views. But in the beginning, it just didn't do very well. And then once it got shared, yeah, it just went sky high. So it just keeps rising now also. So So I definitely recommend to also have a video channel if you have the time for it and if you have like the skills for it, because it's not easy to make videos as well and you have to edit them. So if you don't have that much time, I don't recommend, just focus on your blog. But if you can if you can create videos, it is something that gets shared a lot, so it definitely helps to get traffic to your blog. I am currently at 21,000 to 24,000 unique monthly visitors, which is quite a lot. It depends on the month. That's why I say 21,000 to 24,000, because yeah, it just changes constantly. And at first I thought it wasn't that much, but it is a lot apparently. So I'm happy about that, and that is how I gained an audience. So I shall repeat to wrap it up. So number 1 to get traffic to your blog is SEO. Number 2, social media links, link your blog posts in social media. Number 3, I did some giveaways which gained an audience on Instagram, so they clicked on my website as well. But it's not like it gains a lot of traffic to your blog, but it does give some followers to your Instagram, because it gained me like 500 to 2,000, 3,000 people, followers. Then number 4, a couple collaborations with big platforms such as Matador Network. And number 5, video content. So I think that is it for now. If you have more questions, if you want to know more about me, about traveling, about blogging, photography, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I shall do a second Q&A video if I have enough questions. Let me know if you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, but I don't recommend it because it's not very nice. And yeah, if you like my channel, just please subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any travel videos. The next one will also be about Marrakesh, because I still have a lot of Morocco footage. Then I have to start on my Bali series and my Komodo series, and then I also will make a video about Rome, and I have the next trip already in the next month. So I have quite a lot of work to do still, but I hope you will enjoy it, and see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.